Greetings, YouTube. Another Saturday, the last one probably for the year of yard sales, but another bunch of bargains. Firstly, I am rocking my Viking t-shirt, which came from Ireland. It was a gift a friend of mine brought me back, and she dyed it herself, and I think the Viking goes so well with my Egyptian ankh. But my wife and I decided to hit some yard sales today. It's getting a little cool. It's, mid-September. We're probably not going to hit any more unless we just stumble upon one. So we decided to make one last foray out in the world. Got the newspaper, checked them off, used it as our guide, and drove around this morning looking at things. And one of the first things we found was a Jack Skellington official hoodie for my wife. It cost 50 cents. She was thrilled. She put it on immediately because she was cold. She's a big Jack Skellington fan. Nightmare Before Christmas is one of her favorite movies, so that was groovy. We also found a pair of, they're Esprit boots that are leather, and they have wool tops that are plaid, which are really groovy, and we found those for $5, so that was kind of cool. And we found some other things that I thought were neat. For example, I now have a 36-inch Spirit level with magnetic strip, which is cool. It's the biggest level prior to this I have is yay big, and so for $5, how can I lose? My wife got this groovy Pyrex. Let me see if I get in here. Can you see the Pyrex part? There you go, Pyrex. Pyrex bowl, separate lid and stuff, which is a groovy color and design. It's a Scream 70s, and we found that for $2. And she likes it because you can, you can store stuff in it, nuke it, you're good to go. We have a copy of Everything You Know Is Wrong, which I picked up for $1. We have a kid's book about little spy projects you can do, spy science, which I'll be giving to my friend's daughter, which I'm sure my friend will love and appreciate. And then we did something we don't normally find at yard sales. Now, a little aside here for a second. I've had a recurring dream over the last decade. And the recurring dream is I go to a yard sale, or at the end of a yard sale, where someone's throwing everything else out, and I find the collection of gaming books. Just this huge pile for free or next to nothing. Now, that's never happened. But in the past, I've never found more than a single gaming product at a yard sale. And I have found a few. I found a module. I found the red box set for D&D, which was groovy. Never found any dice, though. It's kind of a bummer. I like dice. But today, I found the Gazetteer Dawn of the Emperors box set. The box is not in the best shape, but the 3 pamphlets and the 2 maps inside are in excellent condition. Cost me $1. Creature Crucible for the basic D&D game. This is the PC4. I wasn't aware there was a PC4. I own PCs 1, 2, and 3, and these are products that I've kept because they're very good descriptions. And this one deals with Night Howlers. It's about lycanthropes. So how can you lose? It's rules that I can use for all kinds of different fantasy games. Then we have Thunder Rift, which is a module for the basic D&D system, the classic boxed sets that came out from basic through Immortals. And again, so far, all of these have been $1. And this one is the best gaming find I have ever found. And in real life, it probably will be the best gaming find I ever will find. This is the Dungeons & Dragons Rules Cyclopedia. This book, 300 pages, collects all 4 of the basic sets that existed in the past. The basic, expert, champion, and immortals. I think that's what they were called. And it collects all of them together into one volume. It was printed in 1991. It was oddly for sale at the same time that Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd edition was available. So they had 2 competing products that were out at the same time, which was kind of strange for a company, but who knows. And I didn't buy a copy of this when I was a gamer because I played Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd edition, and I figured, oh, why do I need that? So by the time I came to realize that it was a one-volume game and that it is widely viewed as one of the best versions of the game ever printed, it was out of print and they were expensive. In fact, the best price I can find for this book online at the moment today, I just checked, is $41 and some change. That's the best. I found one on there that was in perfect condition for $329. I mean, people love this book. And what did I pay for this book today? I paid $1. Now, admittedly, it's got a curve to it, it's worn, but I don't care. It's going to have a treasured place in my gaming collection, and I'm going to read it cover to cover, because I want to capture that feeling again that I had back when I was an early gamer. Even though I began in 1978, I never really got into this particular version of the game. And I am so thrilled that I found this. I'm flipping through this box of stuff, and they had a bunch of box sets that were in really bad shape. Like the boxes were flat. They weren't boxes anymore. They were just cardboard flaps. And between a couple of the box sets was this book. And the people did not have any idea what they had. And I'm just thrilled to death that I now own a copy. This is the best gaming score I have ever made at a yard sale or a flea market or anything like that. And if I never make another gaming score again, I'll be okay with that. Because this one was the Holy Grail.